Free Fire. A god-awful game I wouldn't play even if somebody put a gun to my head. It is absolute fucking trash and I hate anyone who plays it. Why do I hate this game so much? Watch till the end cause it's a long story, but it's a story nonetheless. Get ready kids cause I'm gonna pound on Free Fire harder than I pounded your mom last night. March 19th. A peaceful day for most, a little slow but nothing special. People are just going about their day. Oh shit, it's Pubg Mobile. What's that? A polished 3D shooter that can run on mobile devices. No fucking way. Is that even possible? Pubg was a game with a rather unique and new premise that took a cool twist on your average shooter, making it a battle royale. For those of you who don't know what a battle royale is. The fuck bro, have you been living under a rock? It is basically a shooter, but the players are in a large map and the last one to be living wins. Nowadays, there are so many battle royale games that it will make you sick. The battle royale formula has more clones than a Holocaust survivor's arms. But back then, this was new. Battle royale was the shit. Everyone wanted a piece of that, and Tencent wanted a piece of the money. Previously, Tencent had made Mobile Legends, and if you don't know what that is then congratulations, you are untarnished yet. But now that Pubg had made such a boom on the PC market, Tencent decided that it was time to get some of that mobile money. And thus came Pubg Mobile. The same Pubg experience, but now on your mobile device. But as anyone would have thought, it was kind of a disaster. Not gameplay wise of course, the game was perfectly polished, the pacing was good and it was an overall good game. But that was the problem. Such a game obviously could not run on just any mobile device, it needed a rather powerful one. Of course the specs weren't that high, most people could run the game just fine, but as my mom always says, if you want to see a problem, you need to go find it. Which was mostly used for finding problems with anything I did, but it applies to this situation too. Let's move to Asia, Southeast Asia, where for the common man, the only reason to have a phone was to make calls, mindlessly swipe on Candy Crush, and occasionally play Plant vs Zombies or Minecraft. When Pubg Mobile dropped, oh lord was there a roar. Mobile phones and Android emulators were booming. Everyone wanted a piece of that action, but I believe the biggest reason for it to be so famous was that you could play with your friends. This connection in my opinion, is why it got so big. Now as I said, not everyone could run Pubg Mobile and this made a hole for the people who couldn't experience this action, who couldn't enjoy this with their friends, including mine. At the time. Enter Garena. I wonder what was going on in their head when Garena made Free Fire. Had they ever thought it would become such a phenomenon when they first published this tiny little game on Google's Play Store? In under 250 megabytes, Garena delivered a battle royale experience that was much better than any Android clone on Play Store. Free Fire quickly became the small man's game. It didn't have heavy graphics, no smooth animation, shitty sounds, and oh so fucking terrible pacing, but this allowed Free Fire to run on even your grandma's Nokia. Many people, including me, played Free Fire at the moment. In fact, back in the day, I was an avid player of Free Fire. It was competitive and exciting. It had an actually interesting map and was overall a decent game. After a while my interest somehow faded out, and I stopped playing this game. Once I came back, boy did I witness a disaster. I don't remember if there was a battle or elite pass system back in the day, but we all know there is now. I could ramble on about the battle pass system, but good games have actually implemented the battle pass system quite decently, so I won't revolve it just around that. Instead I will revolve around the contents of the battle pass. As we all know, the battle pass gives players who are willing to pay rewards for basically nothing but money. These skins include flashy outfits, gun and vehicle skins, pets, and whatnot. Now you might be asking what's the problem with that? People who pay get a bigger cosmetic choice, what's so wrong about that? Oh how I wish it was just that. You see these gun skins come with attributes. What kinds of attributes, you ask? These. The game is so hilariously unbalanced it will make you smooth transition your laugh into crying. This skin for the M4A1 increases both the fire rate and the damage while it decreases the reload speed. Sure it sounds balanced but with the M4A1, until you need to reload your enemy will be on the menu screen. This other skin for a fucking shoddy increases both the damage and the reload speed while decreasing accuracy. Who the fuck uses a fucking shoddy on long range, what the fuck? As you can see, shit like this makes it practically impossible to have fun without paying money. The fact that they dare call this a free-to-play game is fucking disgusting. The pay-to-win factor has taken over the entire player base of this game, which I will talk about later. Now onto the characters. Yes, this game has characters, which in turn have skill. Yes, you guessed it, characters that you have to fucking buy. Let's see what are some of the skills of these characters. Oh wow. As you can see, this Ronaldo motherfucker can negate 600 damage for the 200 HP health pool you have. You can stay inside and completely block 3 times your total HP. Yeah, totally balanced. Now let's talk about why exactly people wanted to play PUBG and Free Fire in the first place. It was the unique premise of the Battle Royale mode. One big map where once you die, you don't get to come back. Become the king of the hill and prove your worth above others, this is why everyone wanted it so desperately. Surely the devs aren't stupid enough to add a team deathmatch. Fucking hell. These pieces of shit assholes will stop at nothing to keep the runtime high of this game. The very reason Battle Royale was popular is no longer exclusive. What? Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone play a deathmatch mode on a game with a pacing slower than a turtle carrying a bear on its shell? Oh my fucking god, they are all playing it. What? Why are you all doing this? At this point I am convinced that all Free Fire players are just fucking masochists who get off of getting their money stolen. God damn it. Let's talk about the pacing of this game. The basic pacing of all battle royales is the same as, a huge map will obviously mean less contact, so I can't really say anything about it, but I can still shit on the Clash Squad mode. For comparison, let's whip out 2 other games much similar to Free Fire. PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile. Both incredibly polished games, much better than this shit. If you have made it until this point, then I strongly suggest you play CODM because it just doesn't get as much attention as it deserves. Now with these 2 games, one made specifically for Battle Royale and the other being the original deathmatch mode, or at least its PC variants. Now let's compare these games with the trash known as Open Flame. COD's gameplay is faster than your babushka on 13 packs of vodka. Stand still and you will be eliminated in a second. The game forces you to go cash out on your enemies and surprise them with your speed. The guns and all other equipment are also heavily tactical, and each gun being able to carry 5 attachments at once allows you to be able to play a different style each match even with the same gun. The ultimates, as I like to call them, are powerful, and basically one-shot weapons, but since all players have these weapons, all the difference will be your style. The SMGs are fast, the assault rifles are heavy, the shotgun makes you feel like God, the snipers are sharp and precise. Every weapon has a whip to it. You never feel like you're slapping metal with soap. The weapons feel heavy, the sounds are distinguishable, the game is simply powerful. You will either dominate the battlefield or suck goat balls, and it is dependent entirely on your skills. What your teammates are doing only affects the overall score and not your experience. You will not be bored with this game, trust me. Rate and seal of approval.
Take them down.
Now PUBG. While not exactly made for the team deathmatch format, PUBG masters it with its map building and choice of equipment. While the guns and their attachments may be limited, this is exactly what helps for the spectacular map building and decision-making part of the PUBG TDM. In contrast to CODM, the pacing of PUBG is slow and patient. Since you know what the enemy is limited to in terms of equipment, you can easily whip a counter strategy for the type of weapon the enemy is carrying. For the maps, there are abrupt corners, each requiring you to either come up with a strategy beforehand or to make a split-second decision which could win a quick fight on the spot. For PUBG, you and your teammates are better off working together, unlike in CODM where everyone goes rogue. A squad or even just 2 people can help score on the battlefield. Each corner makes you think, what do I do at this spot? Is there an enemy there? Do I wait or do I go gung-ho on the enemy's side? You are forced to make these decisions while stopping once a while. Now the pacing of Free Fire. The pacing of Free Fire is equivalent to the speed of a snail on heroin. It is slower than your math class if it was on 0.5x speed, but it tries to be fast out of nowhere. It might sound like an adaptable style game, but it is absolutely shit when applied. The map is made for a battle royale where it is open in outer areas but closer than your local Yandere in buildings. It completely breaks the movement. The player movement itself feels slower than the game, which feels like walking on soul sand with the slowness 5 effect while getting stuck on a cobweb. The animations and combat are so fucking stiff that an arthritis patient would start feeling better about their joints. There are guns and shit, but every single one of them is trash. The equipment is shit. Your average Clash squad match is just 5 people making walls over the map until one of them fucking dies of cringe. If you die once you can't come back, yet your team can revive you. The game is just pure shit. The fan base is a bunch of toxic fucking kids, which is somewhat true for most games, but I hate this fucking game and this is my video, so you worthless pieces of shits can't do anything about it. But for real, the reason Free Fire was completely ruined for me is that, Free Fire had this weird relaxing feeling to it when it first came out. To me it wasn't a shooter, neither an action game, or an exploration one. For me Free Fire was a relaxing open world adventure. I'd walk around map without actually doing anything other than picking up loot. It just felt like the right thing to do. While other shooters were competitive, action-packed and intense, Free Fire had none of it. I would just vibe with the game. But nowadays, the tryhards have ruined this game for me. No longer is it a relaxing vibey game but a wannabe competitive platform. I wish this game had not changed. I used to love it, but now I only have hatred for it. To be honest, I don't hate the people who play this game as much as I hate the game itself. In fact, I feel bad for the people who are playing it religiously. You, yes you, 9-year-old kid who came to this video to leave a dislike, for once think. Why are you doing this? Are you having fun? Did you want to spend all this money on this game? Let's talk about why exactly you have thrown all your hard-earned or perhaps even stolen money on this game. You and I both know that this game is incredibly pay to win. The unbalanced skins are what makes this game so shit. I know why you came to this game. I know you just wanted to have a little fun. I know it let you have fun till you got addicted. After a while it matched you with people who paid money. You kept losing, you didn't have fun anymore. After all, how can you have fun when you are dying over and over and over again? Pretty soon you started to throw money to win, soon you started to have fun again, you started winning again. This is fun, you thought. But is it true? Is this really fun? Are you sure you're not just being manipulated by a piece of code? This game is a prime example of Stockholm Syndrome. It fucks you in the ass countless times and then offers you some ointment like it's not the game's fault. And you happily pay for it. This entire game is just a cash grab that ensures long-term payment from you. So stop. Please stop. Don't let this game get the better of you anymore. You can do it. You can stop paying blindly. Go out, touch some real grass, talk with your friends outside of the game. Have some actual fun. The world is more than just a game. And while you're on your way, don't forget to leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Who knows, it's your choice. And all of you that will be watching other videos, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.